Hey folks, Dan Frio here, the Mortgage Update. Today is July 16th, 2020. Sorry I was AWOL half the week. It's going bonkers. Thanks to all you guys for watching, for helping, doing everything that you do. Finally getting some stuff together. I got some lighting coming in, some tables coming in, and a bunch of other things. So hopefully the room will look more presentable in the future for all the future YouTubes and podcasts that we do. So what's been happening for the last few days that I've been gone? Well, some really bad news out. We'll start with the bad, and then we'll go with the good. The bad news out, forbearances are skyrocketing. And for anybody that owns a house, you probably know what I mean by forbearance. And if you don't, what forbearance is part of the CARES Act. Congress or the powers to be came in and said, you can, or your mortgage companies basically need to work with you. And how do they work with you? Well, they basically allow you the option to postpone some payments. Sorry, I look like I'm bent over all the way. I'm not saying, if you notice, I'm not saying skip. And the reason being is you're not skipping. You're postponing. And the misconception a lot of times is most people think it's just like, and I had a good friend of mine say, Dan, I'm glad you talked to me before I accepted this, because you were 100% right. They were giving me the option to not have to make my June, July, and August mortgage payments. What happens after that is in June, July, August, in September, I would have to make 4 mortgage payments. So let me explain that. You postponed your June, your July, your August. Okay, you postponed them. So now September, you have to make your September payment plus these 3. That's what's happening in most cases. Other cases, they're throwing it on the back end of your loan. Other cases, they're going to say you postpone those 3 payments. They'll take those 3 payments, divide it by 12, add that to your mortgage payment. Other cases, they're looking to modify your loan. Don't take that, because that can be a complete train wreck. Because if they modify your loan, back in what happened in like 2010, they modified a lot of people's loans to this, and now it's biting a lot of people in the butt. Let's say you missed your 6 payments. And then you say, well, I can't do it, whatever. So they're like, okay, let's do this. Let's modify your loan. Your payment's comfortable, right? Yeah, your payment's comfortable. Cool. Let's modify your loan. What we're going to do is take that deficiency balance that you owe. Let's say it's 10 grand. We're going to throw it to the back end of your loan. So after 30 years, you still owe that amount. And then we're going to recast your loan to a 40-year term starting today. Recast it. And your rate now is 4.5. What happened most of the time is they would give you like 6. Your payment stays the same, but now let's say you've been in the house for 5 or 6 years. Now you refinance or modify that loan to a 40-year term at a higher rate, basically at the same payment, or maybe your payment goes down $100. We're going to help you out. We're going to drop your payment $100. So you're at 4.5 now. We're only going to go to 6 and take it over 40 years. And your payment will go down $100, and then after 40 years, you're still going to owe that deficiency balance of 10 grand. Great deal. You'd be nuts to do that. Okay, so that's the first thing. The next thing is, and I'm going to go through what's happening right now with rates. Don't do the forbearance. If you did it or you're doing it, please get out of it. I have the perfect scenario for you not to do it. Refinance. Just refinance. Millions and millions and millions of people are doing it. Rates just hit, and I'm going to show you. Today they hit an all-time low and pumped back up. I locked in a ton of people today. And if you're out there, you're one of my clients, you're probably going to get a rate lock confirmation or something, because I locked in probably half of our loans in process if you're closing within the next 2 weeks, because I still think this is going to be, it's going to stick right around here. And I'll do another video at other times to go over your rate lock terms and everything else. But I can almost assure you, if you refinance, you're going to get a lower rate. And by doing that, in most cases, you're going to skip 1 or if not, 2 mortgage payments. Some people are cashing out. I have a client who's saying, you know, I need to pay off. I've lived for 3 or 4 months on my credit cards. I owe about 20, 30 grand in credit cards. I got 2 kids going to college here in the next 2 months. I got those bills. I have 18 years left on my mortgage. What would it look like if I did a 30-year term? Current rate is 2.875 on his current loan. And I said, well, the good news is I can get you 2.875 on a 30-year. His payments go down $1,000 a month, $1,000 a month from what he's paying currently to what the new payment's going to be. Huge. And again, not to deceive you, we're paying off some bills in there too. But the net, what he's saving each month is over $1,000 a month. So that being said, the best alternative for you right now is to refinance. I'm going to leave it at that. If you're not looking into refinancing, you're not doing yourself or your family, you're doing them a disservice. So let's go on to what's going on with mortgage rates right now. So here's my screen. This is a bad number. So everybody that follows me, we follow this number right here. And I'll say it again, like I say it every other time. Green is good. Red is bad. Okay, just keep it at that. So I'll keep it that way. So what this is this is the price of what mortgage-backed securities is doing. This is a bond that trades that determines mortgage rates. Okay, this is the one biggest factor involved. We were down 8 ticks today. Not bad. However, we were up 20 ticks at the 17 ticks midday, and I'll show you that right here. I don't know if you can see that. I'll try my best to zoom in on this. We're up 17 ticks, and then by the end of the day, we were down 8. There was a lot of profit taking. There was a lot of kind of hiccups in the stock market and a bunch of other things today. So you see this alert right here, lock. I'm still thinking this is if you're closing within the next week or two, or by the end of the month, I pretty much locked you. If you're not, if there's a longer duration, I didn't lock you. Okay, so we can go tick by tick by tick to explain to you what's going on, retail sales, and a whole bunch of other news came out. We're not going to go over that. I'll probably start doing that within the next month because this information is probably going to be relative soon. But right now, the Fed is basically controlling this bond market as well as a lot of other things, and they're trying to control it to keep it stable. So that's what's going on. So you see right in here, it was up. Let's see. I think I just showed you there in a second ago. Up 17 right here. And that was at 9:30 this morning. At the end of the day, we were down 8. So a big adjustment throughout the day. Let's see here. Let's go through some of the market wrap-up. Market overview. I'm sorry. I don't have a wrap-up yet. Yes, I do. Market wrap-up. You're going to see the Dow was down 135. Jobless claims came in showing 1.3 million individuals who filed unemployment, and just a whole bunch of other things. So this is, news behind us, and I'm not going to dwell on that because, again, the Fed is controlling a lot of this market. This is my website. If you like the video, you want to get a rate quote, you need assistance, and what do the numbers look like? How can I get pre-approved to buy a house? What's my numbers look like if I were to refinance? What are the rates? What are the terms? Everything and anything. Please, ways to get me. Get a hold of me personally at 844-775-5626 right here, or go to therateupdate.com right here. Or you can email me at D for Dan Frio, which is Frio, at preferredrate.com. So let's go over the market news. I posted this on all my social media just a little bit ago. And the biggest thing here is mortgage rates under 3% and I get a kick out of this, for the first time again. So they're bouncing and they're bouncing. So if you have your application in, we can probably catch one of these dips. I can't lock in your rate if I don't have the application. So I'll keep it at that. So rates keep dipping below the 3% threshold on 30-year conventional financing. I apologize. This Tuesday I didn't do my rate update as I usually do on Tuesdays to kind of explain where my rates are versus rates all over the country. But I'm still among the best rates in the country. And let me just give you a caveat right here. It is taking us about 45 to 60 days to close your loans. We are inundated. Thank you. I'm blessed that the business is pouring in, and I couldn't do it without you guys. And please be patient. I do have your best in mind. We are trying the best that we can, especially with the pandemic. 80% of the staff is working out of their homes. A lot of the processors are women that have children, and it's tough. It's tough on them. You're trying to play 8 roles. Staying at home. You got the kids, you got the other stuff going on, you got the work, you got everything else. So it is difficult on us as well as, you. So, but you can please rest assured we have your best interests in mind. I can promise you that. All right. The real estate news, I usually go to CNBC and I kind of see what's going on with the real estate market. Home builders, the numbers there are blowing out the charts. A lot of people are building. I have a lot, and it usually doesn't happen much in Chicago, but it's starting now. I went downtown over the weekend. There's buildings going up everywhere. I have 3 or 4 young couples that I approved this week. They're all building homes. So that's what's going on in that front. But what I wanted to address on here is the millions of home mortgages in forbearance. And that's basically what I wanted to address today. Please do yourself, your family, make a good decision. Don't kick the can. Don't modify your loan. Don't postpone your payments. Don't do a lot of those things. At least look into refinancing to see what those numbers truly look like. So here's the best advice I can ask of you. The best way to do this is if you have a mortgage right now, please email me. And again, the email is D for Dan, Frio, Frio, at preferredrate.com. Send me a copy of your mortgage statement. What that gives me is it gives me your current balance. From the statement, I get your address so I can look up the value of your home. So basically the only thing I'm missing is what's your credit score? You can go to a sponsor of mine, creditscoresandmore.com. It's plural, creditscoresandmore.com. Click number 1. It's free. Doesn't cost you a nickel. And if you get advertised to upgrade services, don't do any of that. Just go there, do your free service. Let me know what number you get is your credit score. So now I got the amount you owe, the value of your property, and now I have your credit score. So now I can come back to you and say, okay, what are you looking to do? Are you looking to save money, extend your term, shorten your term, keep the payment the same? Let's work those numbers. You might be able to save 8 years by keeping the payments the same and refinancing at lower rates, paying off some bills. If you're looking to get pre-approved, go to the website, therateupdate.com, and hit the Apply Now button and fill out as much as you can. In most cases, and I missed 2 people that applied yesterday, and I apologize. I made sure we got a hold of them today. Fill out the application as much as you can. I get an alert saying it's there. If it's during office hours, I promise you'll get a call within 1 hour. And we'll go through, we'll pick your brain what exactly you're looking to do, not looking to do, this, that, and we'll have a pre-approval out to you shortly after that. It doesn't take us that long to do that. We're going to ask you for some documentation because I don't want to take you down a road and possibly hit a dead end. That documentation normally is a pay stub or 2, your last year's W-2 and or tax returns, and possibly a bank statement if you're looking to put a substantial amount down. And that's basically it on that front. So if you haven't refinanced, you're thinking of forbearance, you have a lot of bills, you just want some relief, don't do forbearance. Please call us, email me, go online. Do what you got to do. I greatly appreciate it. So I hope you like the video. Please don't forget to give me a thumbs up. Please subscribe down below. Hit that bell so every time I do post a video, you get an alert. I want to thank everybody out there for their patience. I do have your back. I have your best interests in mind. I promise you. There's only so much we can do in a day. That's why I haven't posted for 2 days because I've been working basically 18-hour days. I go home, eat dinner, and then I'm back at it. So I got some breathing room today, and I figured I'd post this video. So thank you so much. Please don't forget to give me a thumbs up. God bless you. I will be back, God willing, tomorrow, same time, same place. See you then. Bye-bye.